Can you film a what your baby eats in a day or your weaning ideas? Also, can we have a house tour? Me and Sean are planning on moving from here, so when we move, we'll probably do a house tour. Yes, I can film what she eats in a day and weaning ideas. What made you start a blog and then a YouTube? Do you both enjoy filming? It looks like it. Is there anything you find hard? What's your tips on starting? My tip on starting is just go for it. Like, I and ahed for ages, didn't I, about starting a YouTube channel, and you were the one that said to me, just do it. Like, just film your first video. And because I didn't want to do it on my own, Sean was like, oh, I'll video with you.
Yeah, because I enjoy it. It's funny.
Sean enjoys it. It's vain. Just looking at yourself.
No, yeah, we do, you know, Amy was, if you read her blogs, are just amazing, and Amy's always been into YouTube, and she'll be watching Twitch, like The Sims. Amy loves The Sims.
That's it, just stop me in.
Yeah,
that's my guilty pleasure.
We'd have game nights, so I'll play FIFA like, before Evo, or if Eva goes to bed, sometimes we have game nights, and then Amy will just watch hours of Twitch. Hours of it, and then YouTube channel. She used to love YouTube, so she's got a lot of favourite YouTube.
And when I got pregnant, I'd watch loads of mummy YouTubers who I absolutely love, and I'd obviously just carried on watching them like now. So yeah, so I would just say the best thing that you can do is just do it.
Just go for
it. Yeah. Even if your videos like now, I'll look back at my first video of our park one and I'm like, it's rubbish. But at the time I was like, oh, it's brilliant. But you just get better and better as you go along, and people expect that from you. Like,
it was more nerves for anything for you, and I just said to look at me.
And I was nervous of making an idiot in front of Sean and myself, and like, just obviously
do it.
You think, oh, what people are going to think of me and everything, but I'm past it now. I'm not bothered. If you think I'm an idiot, don't watch me. What made me start my blog? I don't know. I was just bored at home, really, wasn't I? And I just wanted to document things for Eva as well, for her to go look back and read, and for me to look back and read and think, oh yeah, I remember that when I was pregnant and this happened, or whatever. So, and then it just kind of hit off. Like, I started getting brands contacting me, and it just kind of, you know, gone from strength to strength. So
we was gonna write a book as well, right?
Yeah, we haven't got on.
Might come out one day, so.
Sean's amazing idea. Do you think you'll ever get married, or is it not a thing for you? Will you have more babies? I want to get married.
Yeah, we
do want to get married, but we're not like, it's not a thing that we're bothered about having to happen like now. We're not bothered about that. If you kind of get me, it's not like a thing that I'm like, right, it needs to happen now or in the next 5 years. It's just, you know, it'll happen when it happens.
We know we want to get married to each other, so when the time's right and we've got all the cash, then we'll do it. Do you know what I mean?
Sean gets off his arm.
It does take, you know, it's expensive. Like any young couples out there, you might be in the same boat, you know, renting and then trying to save and then wedding. You know, it's this day and age, it's so expensive. So once we find the time and get the money together, we'll definitely get married.
More babies.
Yeah. We said we'd have one more.
I want 3. Not 3 more, I want 3 in total.
I want 12.
No, I want 3 babies in total, but we've made a deal that if we're going to have 2, that includes Eva, not 2 more. So 2, we want Eva and another one, and then if we're financially, you know, as Sean said to me, if the finances from YouTube and my blog are good, then I can have another.
Yeah, basically, I want to have 3. I feel like you're really comfortable, because then we want them to have the best life rather than, you know. And that's not to say like I grew up, my mum, I just lived with my mum, and it was hard for us. So I don't want to have 3 and then be always worrying. So have 2 and give them the best life.
Do you own your own house or do you rent? At the moment, we rent our house. Do you trust Eva's dad?
No, she doesn't.
No. Well, trust it. I think in a relationship, trust is a big thing, and you know, I've had past relationships where trust has not been there, and I'm just telling you now, it's not going to work if you're in a relationship. Well, that's my point of view. But every relationship needs trust, and I would not be with Sean, and I wouldn't have had a baby with him if I didn't trust him.
Well, every relationship needs trust. So if you haven't got trust, then you haven't got a relationship. So.
Is Eva good? Does she sleep, and how long for? Eva is a brilliant baby, and I think our next baby is probably going to be a terror because she's so well behaved. She's amazing. She's hardly ever moody. She's just brilliant, isn't she, really? Like, she's just so good. And Eva sleeps she goes to bed at 6:30 at night, and she doesn't wake up till between 6 and 7 in the morning. So she sleeps all the way through. She doesn't wake up in the night.
Yeah, we're really lucky.
Really lucky, she's amazing. Has your lives changed much since having Eva? Obviously they have, but in what way? Loved your day in the life, you should do more. Thank you. Yeah, like, obviously your life does change when you have a baby. Like, you've got to sacrifice things. Like, I can't just go out with my friends on a night out and stuff all the time, and like, you do have to sacrifice like seeing your friends, going out, because you've got a baby to look after. Your life does change a lot, and you have to adapt to it, and you've always got to, you can't just walk to the shop anymore. Like, I've got to get Eva ready and take her with me, and the shop's only at the end of our road. Like, you can't, you've always got this other person to think about constantly. How do you have downtime after a day with your baby? So when Eva goes to bed, that's our downtime. Like, we'll just watch telly together. That's our time together. But yeah, we just watch telly together, have a glass of wine, have a beer, cook our dinner. That's our downtime, really.
If we've got any prints to do, we'll have to do the prints, or if Amy's got any editing to do, you got a couple of hours just to do what you used to do, but in about 3 hours.
Yeah, so that's our downtime, really, when she goes to bed. How long have you and your boyfriend lived together? Did you move in together when you were expecting your baby? No, we lived together for 3 years before that. 3 years, and we've been together for 4 years. What videos do you enjoy doing the most, and who's your favourite YouTubers? Sean doesn't watch YouTube unless he's trying to fix something or figure out how to work something.
Or cooking.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay steaks. I cooked a chicken a couple of weeks ago. I never cooked a chicken before, but I thought, well, now's the time to learn. So I'll just cook. Got it from YouTube and started cooking it. So apart from that, just games really. I played the new God of War, which is amazing. And your dad's watching, get God of War, it's amazing. So any little tips or stuff like that, I'll look on YouTube and just type it in, but I don't actually subscribe to anyone apart from
me. I watch quite a lot of mummy bloggers, don't I? Watch
who's your favourites?
Yeah.
Mama Reed.
I watch Mama Reed, Rebecca Lamb, who else do I watch? Miss Meldrum.
The Angels.
Oh yeah, El Darby.
I'll sometimes watch that with her.
Yeah, he does, he likes that. El Darby, and I watch Zoella, just the normal YouTubers really. Jordan Lipscomb, I think that's how you say last name.
And then you Twitch people.
And then I watch some of like Deligracy and Sim Supply and Andrew Arcade, because they're Sims people, which Sean likes to dob me in on watching. So I'm a bit of a geek at heart. How do you make time for each other when you have a baby? By the way, I love your vlog.
That's the thing, like we said, it is hard to make time for each other, but when you do get time, use it. Some days, don't get me wrong, like the last time Rosie looked after Eva, we just chilled. We just appreciated just
out,
sitting there, and then after about an hour of chilling out or playing computer or doing whatever you'd normally do before we had Eva, we was like, we miss Eva.
Yeah.
Hope she's okay.
It's like today, Rosie's taking her out with her, so that me and Sean are having a date day, so we're going down to Hamburg to have some burgers. And it's like, when she left, I was like, oh, I miss her little face.
It's quite funny to see, ain't it?
Yeah, it's weird because like you want them to go, like, well, not want them to go, but you want to have a break and like, chill and spend some time together and that. But then when they go, it's weird because you miss them and you want them back.
Yeah. When Amy was giving Eva to Rosie to take for the day, she was a proper mum, in a proper mum cycle, mate. She's like, right, these are crisp, yes, she likes them, and we've got this here, and she's got some peppers, you've got to try the peppers, and she's got a spare change of clothes in here, and this and that, Rosie's like, yeah, that's fine, no, okay, and then, hang on, and I was just like, oh my god, my girlfriend's a mum.
Did you find breastfeeding hard? I'm currently 32 weeks pregnant and hoping to breastfeed.
Yes.
I am going to be fully honest with you. Yes, I found breastfeeding hard. Even though Eva was really good and latched on straight away, breastfeeding is hard. You're both learning a new skill. So your baby's learning and you're learning as well, and it is hard. Like, I went through stages where shall be brutal.
Yeah.
I went through stages where my nipples bled, and it would be turkling for me to breastfeed. Either like I would sit there and be like, right, and grit my teeth and be like, I've got to do this. You know, and it's only for the first 30 seconds when you first start. Obviously, I've never breastfed any baby before, so it's gonna hurt. It does hurt, and especially if you get it wrong, it does really hurt, and it can rip your nipples apart. So I would say if you're struggling or you're in any, like, if you don't know what to do or you are in pain, speak to your midwife or breastfeeding counsellor, because once you get it wrong and the baby keeps latching on wrong, you scuppered.
Yeah, so it is hard, and Amy persevered for 3 months, and she would have carried on really, but obviously because of the whole weight thing, and Eva took the bottle, she couldn't physically do it anymore because Eva would just rather have the bottle. But yeah, it is hard. So if you do find it hard, don't give up.
Just keep persevering.
Keep going as long as you can, but don't be ashamed if you can't do it. Do you know what I mean?
As long as your baby's healthy, happy, and fed, then who cares how they're fed? It doesn't matter. I'm really passionate about people who think that breastfeeding is everything, because it's not. Like, yeah, it is good for your baby, but also people wouldn't make formula if it wasn't good for your baby either. And as long as your baby's healthy, they're a healthy weight, they're happy, they're content, then why does it matter?
And no one can tell you how to be a parent. You know how to be a parent to your child, because it's your child and you're the one who cares for them. So do how you feel, make decisions with your partner, and do your best you can.
What do you use to film and edit your videos? Love your vids. Thanks. I did film on my GoPro, and then I realised how rubbish the quality was when I got my new camera, and now I film on the Sony A5000.
Yeah, brilliant camera. GoPro was good for out and about, for on holiday, but the quality of this camera is just next level.
And I'm actually going to do a bit of fangirling here. This is actually Rebecca Lamb's which I bought off her.
Thank you.
What made you start a YouTube channel? Sean made me start a YouTube channel.
She's doing so well with the blogs. She loved YouTube.
And I just find it easy sometimes to maybe like sit and kind of chat and say what I want to say, instead of having to write it all down and it all be, like properly written. And sometimes I feel like I want to say things that are written down like in a jerky way and things like that, but I don't know how people will take it because it's not actually said. So yeah, obviously, like sometimes when you get text message, you can take it as someone being moody when they're not actually being moody, or do you know what I mean? Like if someone puts okay, you think, oh,
that's a bit blunt.
But yeah, do you know what I mean? So that's kind of why I wanted to do it as well. I'm a new follower of yours and I love following your journey. You are very relatable. Where do you buy Eva's clothes from? She's a beaut, by the way. And is parenthood how you both thought it would be? So we've answered the buy your clothes from. Next, mother care. Instagram.
That's it really.
Yeah.
Muslims from
Primark. Some stuff she has from Primark. It's really good quality. Some of the stuff. Is parenthood how you both thought it would be? No. I thought it would be a lot harder than what it is. Yeah. I thought Eva would be a lot harder, but she's not hard work at all. Like, I love spending every minute of the day with her. I just love her little face, like, I just want to squish her.
She's listening there.
Yeah, I just want to squish her little face.
Nothing can like,
prepare you for it. It's something that you don't know until you've done it. And every child is different, so obviously when we have our next baby, that's probably going to be different again.
Yeah, just depends on the baby itself.
All I'll say is, like, me and Sean are quite chilled people. Sean's a lot more chilled than me there, but we're quite chilled. People say we're quite chilled, and I think that makes Eva chilled.
Yeah, like everyone says it's probably because you two are like chilled out that it reflects on Eva, which may be true, but who knows?
How many babies do you both want?
3/2.
Did you both decide Eva's name? No. Sean picked Eva's name.
But we loved it. We was on holiday when we went to Cyprus, and we didn't know it was a boy or girl, so we spent a lot of time arguing about names.
But it's a good job she was a girl because we didn't have any boys' names.
I was gonna call him Axel. Weren't
If
we?
she was a boy, it was going to be Axel.
Amy wanted. What do you want? Rupert or something?
Ralph.
Ralph. But, you know, that's your first challenge as parenthood. It's choose an actual name, and you won't be surprised. You will be arguing about it.
But yeah,
But Eva, we both liked it, didn't we?
I like
really?
Isla. It was going to be Isla. It was Isla for a while, wasn't it? And then you looked through the baby name book and you found Eva, and then you were like, that's it, it's Eva now.
And then
Eva.
Anne was.
Then her middle name, her full name is Eva Harlow Ann Powell. So I picked Harlow, found that in the baby names. And then Anne is after my dad's mum. And then obviously Powell is Sean's last name.
And my mum's one was Anne too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I think we're done.
That's rare.
So I hope this has answered all of your questions. Well, obviously some of your questions, because probably not everyone wrote in.
Yeah.
We're not popular. But yeah, thank you to everyone who asked us questions and took the time out to write them to the post. And
we hope we answered your questions. Like, we've answered them as truly as we could. We're going to be honest. We ain't going to give you lies. So thank you. We had loads more questions than we thought we would.
yeah,
so
we did. So
Amy
was
might
really
have to
nice.
edit this into 2 parts.
but yeah, that was really nice. So thank you guys for doing that. If you're not subscribed, then please do subscribe. I'll really appreciate it. And give this video a
Thumbs up.
and we'll see you in our next video.
We're off to a date.
Hambo time.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.